this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Today in this video, I'm going to be joined by Fizzy Elephant, and he is going to be hopefully helping me finish off what we started building in the last episode. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, all will be explained shortly. But before that, the most important thing of the day, of course, my breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Absolutely delicious. Barnaby, you can stand up and you can join me. I will be delivering you to the doghouse in no time. And hello, Fizzy. You can carry on staring at the waterfall. Don't let me interrupt you. But I am going to squeeze past Fizzy, and I'm going to go and head down to the love garden to let you all know who it is that I'm adding to it today. And the person that I'm adding to the love garden today is Jasmine. And the reason I'm adding Jasmine is because she made probably the most incredible version of my Minecraft skin by building an enormous statue. But she didn't just do the normal skin, she added a tail and she made a really cool 3D face and big ears and stuff. And it looks amazing. It looks absolutely fantastic. So much, thank you so much for doing that, Jasmine, and welcome to my love garden. And oh, Fizzy's definitely been here because there's cookie crumbs on the floor. It's a safe sign that Fizzy's been somewhere when you can just see cookies lying around on the ground. Well, actually, normally that means he hasn't been there, because normally if there were cookies there, he would have eaten them. So normally it's the opposite. When there's no cookies, you know Fizzy's been there because he's eaten them all. Anyway, I'm going to be dropping off Barnaby at the doghouse. I will not... Oh, I probably shouldn't say this. It's going to sound mean. Well, it's not me being mean. I was just going to say I'm not taking any of you guys today. Not because I don't love you all, just because I am going to be taking your doggy sister. I'm going to be taking Fluffy, who of course does not live in the doghouse. She lives in the Pick of a Pet Shop. And oh, an egg. There's a chicken has been here. All of these clues. It's like I'm trying to solve a great mystery. There was a cookie in the love garden, and there's an egg outside the doghouse. What does this mean? Don't start thinking anything too into this. It's just a coincidence. I don't know how that egg got there. Maybe there's a chicken roaming around. Ah, are you the culprit? Were you the person who laid the egg? Ah, your silence says more than words ever could. Anyway, so Fluffy, hello Fluffy, you can set up and you can join me, and let me go and head over to where we were in the last episode then. So in case you didn't see it, basically all we're doing is really decorating one of the huge kind of, what was the most boring area in my lovely world. Basically just the big field that's in front of my Stampy's Funland sign. It was really ugly, but we kept using it for all sorts of different things, so I just thought basically I would go down here and decorate it, make it into quite like a nice park, and just, you know, a nice pretty bit in my lovely world that we can use for all sorts of different things when we want. And aha! I ate the evidence. No one will ever catch me. So yeah, at the moment it still doesn't look amazing. Let's be honest right now. Okay, there's still mess on the ground and bits of grass and stuff, and there's still like an enormous pit here that we need to to cover up. Maybe you could start doing that now if you want, actually, Fizzy. You want to kind of just cover up this pit. Don't worry about the underneath. Don't try and fill the entire thing in, because you will literally be here all day. But oh, and actually, Fluffy, you should probably sit down because I don't want you dropping down there. But yeah, in the last episode we did the paths around the outside. We did all the lamps and stuff. I did one of the trees and like this little flower bed down here, but I have since done all of the rest. We got all of the trees around the outside. Basically every corner is exactly the same as this corner, so if you did see the last episode, you haven't missed out on anything. It was just me doing the exact same thing again and again and again. So what we're going to be doing then is we're going to be decorating the middle of this area here. So first things first, I need to find out where the middle is. And what's all this stuff? There's just like, honestly, this place has been used for so many different things in my lovely world. There's just so much just stuff under the ground absolutely everywhere. So every time you start like digging anywhere, you end up just running into whatever this was for. Oh, I know what this was for. I can't actually remember what it was for, but I remember it was a game where you had to like dig in the sand and then there was like a chest underneath or something. Do you remember what that was? I'm sure you probably have a better memory of me. I generally find that people that watch my videos have a better memory than me and actually know things more than me, because I'll make the video and like I'll record it and then like I'll never ever watch it again. Like I don't watch my own videos. Like, of course I don't. That would be the most boring thing in the world. I was in them. I was there. And so a lot of people like have, you know, watched a video that I might have recorded 3 years ago and they'd be like, oh, in this video, like you did this, then this happened. Why was that? And I'd be like, I have literally zero idea what you're talking about. I have no memory of any of that ever happening. Yeah, that's just kind of the way it goes. But yeah, what I'm basically doing is, oh, I thought that was water for a second. And I think this is like another part of that same game. can't remember what that game is. I can't remember what it was for either. It was something to do with digging. Like, it was a digging game. I don't know. I don't know if it was I think it was a bad game. I think it was a rubbish game. That's why I don't remember it. If it was a good game, I'm sure I'd have some recollection of it. So it's probably a good idea that we're concreting over it and completely covering up. But yeah, what I'm basically doing is I want to find out where the exact middle of this area is. And probably the easiest way to do that is to kind of build some of the paths moving to the middle, because all of these like little gate areas, they are lined up exactly in the middle. So basically where all of these paths cross, that is going to be the very middle. And we're basically going to do like a like a circle, I guess, is the simplified way of doing it. It's going to be a fancy circle. That's what we're building today, ladies and gentlemen. We are building a fancy circle in the middle of this path. But it's going to be really fancy. There's going to be like glowstone lighting it up. We're going to actually be adding in a little bit more color as well to this area. And it's not going to be like crazy big. It's just going to be like, I imagine it like the meeting point. Like if you were going to like meet someone in my lovely world, this would be the place. You'd say, hey, meet me in the big fancy circle in the middle. I'll be there waiting for you. That's going to be where we're going to be starting hanging out. Okay, that's kind of what this is. This is the meeting place, I guess. So, right, the middle blocks then, let me mark them. I've got the actual blocks they need to be. It should be like, if this carried on to here, it should be like here. Oh, no. Here, no. I got it wrong twice. Third time lucky. Like here, and here. I sound like I'm in like a like an old meeting or something, like going here. So yeah, this is where the middle's going to be. And so of course this path, I won't do it all now, but this would be going off in that direction to that fence there. And then this one would be continuing going all the way across to the other side over there. We will be filling in these paths going the entire way a little bit later on. But for now, I want to get my fancy circle built. So yeah, I did a design. I did a whole behind the scenes series of me designing it, if you want to kind of see that. But basically I have a picture of that on my screen, and now I need to try and copy it best I can. But if I want to change things, if I want to go crazy and go off the book and start improvising, then I may just do that. So I hope you're all sitting down and holding on to your seats, because things might get crazy, because we are about to build a fancy circle. So I think I'm going to start out just building from like the inside out. So these 4 squares, these mark, hopefully I got this right, because if not, this is all going to be wrong, and then I'm going to cry. Hopefully this should be right. So this is going to mark like the very center area here, and then we simply do like these little crosses. You'll see we're kind of using the same materials that we used in the flower bed. See, there is some some thought put into my madness. So yeah, we can go and do these here like that, and then in these little middle sections, we're going to be once again doing these cyan blocks, and this will basically link up to the rest of the path. But there's going to be like a bit of a gap. So I didn't want these to be like a complete crisscross pattern. I wanted to break up the path a little bit. So basically what I did for 4 blocks, I go and kind of like stretch the path apart and move it to the side there like that. And then in this middle section, we're just going to put kind of normal stone bricks. So it doesn't look very different. It's basically just a different shade of gray, but it just means like it's not just one kind of single path, like making its like entire way into the middle. And I just think that just looks a little bit nicer. So then we can continue on. Actually, no, this path actually goes a little bit further back. So tell you what, let me just go and do Fizzy, hello. We're not done yet, Fizzy. You can't come down here and break away a bit of sand and then go for a little sailing holiday. Look, Fizzy, if you need something to do, we need to build. You can do these paths if you want, leading to the middle. You could dig those away. There's all of this sand that needs to be dug away. There's the pit, which still needs to be filled in. You can do that, and then you'll be rewarded with 35 seconds of boat riding time. That will be your prize. Of course, you could ignore me and just ride your boat, but I'll leave that up to you. Right then, so yeah, let's just do the same on all of these different sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Fill this all in with stone. Like this, and then it will be going back to the is it clay? Yeah, no, the terracotta. They keep changing the names of all of these blocks, and I'm constantly losing track. They made it way easier for me to get them in my lovely world, though. So that is the good thing. It's not all bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How am I struggling so much to count to 4? To count to 4 of all of all numbers. And oh, where's Fluffy? Okay, you're lucky, Fizzy. Fluffy is sitting down. I know that was an accident, but dogs aren't as forgiving as me. And anytime anyone so much as looks at me with a frown, then they're jumping and trying to attack them. They're just very, very, very very protective dogs. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go out like this. I realize at the moment it probably doesn't look very much like a circle. Tell you what, before we fill in all of the pattern in the middle then, let's try and kind of make the more circle-like section of it. And then try and do the entire circle around the outside. Then we know kind of exactly kind of what size it is that we're dealing with here. And then we can go and do all of the rest of the decorations in the middle. So we now go another 2 blocks here like this. And I'm just going to kind of fill in like this, just to kind of make it easier for me, just to work out my dimensions. We're going to have, these are going to go all the way around the outside like that. We then have a little bit of the normal stone again. And this normal stone is basically used to fill in all of the gaps of everything else. Like anytime there's like a little space in the middle of my pattern, I just filled it in with like these normal stone blocks because I thought that they look pretty good. But yeah, and now we're ready to do the actual circle itself. So it's not as round of a circle as I could have done, but I kind of liked it. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean once I go and actually build this thing in. So this is going to be, once again, the terracotta here. And now we're going to build all the way around the outside, once again, with the terracotta. So first we need to go 6 blocks along, which will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go in by 2 and then go across here like this. And normally, if I was doing a proper circle, I'd basically do the same thing and kind of go another 2 like that. But instead, we're just going to go and do it straight diagonal. So we need to go diagonal by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and fingers crossed, if I have done any of this correctly, it should now link up to the part on this side where we do the same. So once again, we're going to go across by 2 like this, and then we go to here, and we need to go across by 6. So 1, 2, oh, this is good. I think this is right. So we then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And there we go. This seems to be working. So now we just basically need to rinse and repeat and do this all the way around the outside. And that is going to give us our circle. So once again, we go diagonally now by 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then I now need to go diagonal across then this direction, not that direction, this direction, across by 2. And then this is always the tense part. This is the part where we see whether it's worked out. I think this is looking good though. I think this isn't wonky. Hopefully not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Is that good? I think that's good. I think this is actually working. I shouldn't sound so surprised. This is what I planned to do, but it's actually working. So now, once again, we go across by 2. Hopefully, we can avoid the pit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if anyone's curious about why this giant pit is here, God, I can't remember what the episode's called, but yeah, that was from a dramatic episode. So yeah, I don't want to spoil why that giant pit is there, but it was there for a reason. It served its purpose. It's not necessarily needed there anymore. Anyway, I kind of did the path a little bit too far into the middle on this side, but we should be ready to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is going to be the last time that we need to do this. So don't worry if you were falling to sleep with me doing the same thing around the outside. Do not worry. This is the last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now this is the one that really, really matters. If this doesn't link up perfectly, it's all wrong. But look at that. That is beautiful. So this is my circle, basically going around the outside like this. This is where the fancy circle is going to be. So seeing as I've done most of the work on this side here, let me just go and completely finish off this side here because basically it's going to be the same in all 4 different sides. Yeah, it'll be easier just to kind of do one, like, I guess, quarter completely, and then we can kind of just do the same on all of the other sides once we can definitely see exactly how it's going to be. So for starters, all of this grass needs to go. The other good thing as well is you can see kind of where the lawn is going to be. So all of these sections where the grass still is, that grass is going to remain there. That grass is going to stay there exactly as it is, and they're going to be like the main lawn areas. That's where we can play fetch with the dogs and where the dogs can do their poos. We'll pick it up though and put it in the bin. We will be adding bins and stuff as well, by the way. That's something that I haven't mentioned yet, but we will be going and adding all of those kind of things in. All right then, let's go and add in the design. So here we're going to have kind of like triangle-y type things, I guess. So let's go and fill in these here. These should go, I'm trying to copy how I did it on that side. I think these go like boom, boom, and then do they go like in like that? I think that should be right. And then we just put the stone in the middle. And so we're basically going to make a triangle. So we go basically within these like little lines like this. And then we just go diagonally across like this here to make this link up. And I said about we use stone just to fill in all of the random gaps. These would be one of those random gaps. We just use this stone to kind of fill in all of these little bits around here like that. And this is where the lights are going to be. So basically we can go and dig away all of this mess that we have on the inside down here. Do I have shears on me? I do not, but there's only a little bit of wall. I can break that away with my hands, no problem. So basically into the pit we go and put the glowstone, which is going to light things up. And then kind of, if you remember when we did the around the trees, we kind of put the glass on top of them as kind of almost like a secret way to light up the area. We're going to do the same here. And this is going to be like one of the prettiest parts of our fancy circle. So this is going to go down there just like that. And perfect timing! You know what? I didn't say it. I kind of wish I did now because it would have been really good. But I was just thinking, like, I wonder what time it's going to become night. Like, I wonder when it's going to start getting dark. So it'd be cool to see all the lights coming on and for the glowstone to light up. As I say that, the sun begins to set. I mean, I'm sure it's not a coincidence. I'm sure it's, it was starting to get dark and then I realized that. But that was beautiful timing. And did you see? Did you see while I was digging that away, all of the lamps suddenly kind of popped into life? That was perfect timing. So, right then. Let's go and do the same thing again. So... right, okay, I've just confused myself here. So, there should be, this is wrong here, this is wrong here. This needs to go, this should go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this should be like the normal path going along here like this. And then, right, where else am I getting confused? So, this one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 blocks away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this pattern should start here like this, like that. And then out like this, I believe. I think that looks right. I'm not so certain about this one, but we'll give it a go. We'll very quickly see if this doesn't seem to be fitting in right, because this kind of won't link up diagonally here. But this looks to be just about right. So now we can go and dig away the rest of the sand on the inside here like this. We can also go and throw the glowstone in. I'm trying to just get all of at least the glowstone sections done, because it is getting dark and I don't want too many googlies to be spawning here, especially when we don't have William Beaver to be the park's bodyguard like he was in the last episode. And then now, once again, any little random gaps that you're not sure what to do with, we can just go and fill in like this. Something else I didn't mention either is all the way around the outside. We're going to keep with the same style and have the polished andesite kind of just filling in all of these areas. So basically all the way around the outside of the circle here, we're going to have this polished andesite, just because that's kind of the style that we did for the paths and going everywhere. Like if you start a style, stick to the style, because otherwise if you just do something different, like you won't know why, but it'll just look weird. Like that's one of the big things about, when you're doing like these builds, is sometimes things just look odd, but you don't know why. And things definitely look odd here. Why? Why does this all look so weird? So this is where the circle should start. I think this shouldn't be like that. Oh, why does this side look so weird? Well, what have I done different on this side? So this should be like this, I guess, for the next side there. There we go. That's starting to look a little bit better. And then... oh, this should be stone in here. There we go. This should be stone there. And then, once again, stick with my rule. If you don't know what's supposed to go there, just put the stone in. And that should be stone there like that. There we go. That's starting to look a little bit more like the other sides. And then this is going to go and continue all the way around the outside here. It needs to go to there as well. And this is going to go and loop around the other side. But I think I'm going to mainly focus on doing the glowstone areas for now. As I said, just because it is getting dark and I want to keep the area nicely lit up. So let's go and switch over, and we can go and try and start doing this quarter down here. So right then. This path would be coming from down here, so we need to go and add in these little crisscrossy things to go here like that. These gaps, as I now remembered, need to be filled in with stone. Any gap you're not sure what to put down the stone. That's the the general rule that we have here. And then this path should just kind of continue up the middle here. I'm actually starting to run out of this cyan terracotta. I do have some spare on me over in the chest, so if need be, I will be able to go and grab that in case I do run out. I might have enough though. Maybe just about have enough to at least get the fancy circle done. Right then, so does this look right? Does this look? I think this is right. I think this is right. Like, eventually what I'll do, once I've got like the entire fancy circle done, like I'll just pile up high somewhere and I can just go and like look down on the entire area and then I'll be able to see it from above, because that's when you're really going to be able to tell. And whoa, there is an enormous slime heading right to me and immediately regretting it as I completely set it on fire with my sword. You know, those little ones, they normally chase you down. That was like, nope, I'm having none of it. I'm running away. Oh, nope, he's coming back. He's coming back for round 2 and get out of there. You got no chance of my super duper sword. Right then, let's go and do the same pattern. We make our little triangle shape along here like this, and then go across in the middle so it links, and then this is where we add all of our fancy glowstone, and then let's fill in this section here. This is where the stone's going to be, and then we only have one more quarter left to do for the circle, and this place is going to be done. But seeing as you've seen me kind of do this kind of 3 times before, let me just go and quickly cut ahead in the video until we got the last quarter done, because I definitely want to show you what my fancy circle is going to end up looking like. Okay, so the fancy circle, as I keep calling it, is complete. So there's still a bit of work that needs to be done in the park, as you can see. Well, for one thing, I might need to just add some torches around the floor, because I thought it would be fine not putting torches everywhere. In fact, I didn't want to put torches everywhere because I didn't want it to look ugly with just torches all over the place. But there are, like, I mean, just look at this place. It's just, this is worse than like Googly Island. It's just like, just stuff everywhere. Like literally everywhere you turn, there's just stuff spawning. So maybe we should, well, we either need to not come here at night, maybe one option, and the other option might be that, yeah, we just have to go and put a bunch of torches all over the place, because otherwise things are going to be a little bit too dangerous in this park. So tell you what, let me go and just fill in this giant pit here, because this is one of the main things that's making it look ugly. Of course, until the grass spreads, it's going to look like just a giant patch of like horrible dirt. But I think that's going to be better than a giant pit in the middle of the park. We just need to just forget the fact that there's a giant pit down here, because if you're running around on the top, you might be scared the ground's going to collapse. Of course, this is Minecraft. It isn't, but it is still a little bit weird. So yeah, let me just go build this across here, and then there's a few more additions. So basically, I just want to add like some more park-like things. So as I said, I wanted to add some bins here. I also wanted to add some benches around the outside as well. So I just go and put a few of them down just to kind of show you where they're going to be. And then I just want to go up somewhere high. So I don't know, I might go up by into my sky-high restaurant, because that is in like probably the perfect like position to be able to look down, because at the moment it kind of looks like a fancy circle, but also you can't really see it very well, and I can see what you're scared for there. Fizzy, tell you what, do you want to take over what I was doing over there and filling in that gap, and I'll go over here. This is a perfect demonstration of what the problem is with having a very, very, very dark park. Don't you dare blow up, don't you dare, don't you even think about it. I have a super sword. You should not mess with me, creepers. So yeah, let me just go and fill in these last few sections here, just to get all of the dirt down, and then the grass will be able to start spreading, because that's when it's going to look really nice. So we pretty much managed to get all of this filled in. There was quite a lot to do, and all of the paths and stuff as well. Then, as I said, I will then go up to the top of my sky-high restaurant, and we can look down at it from above and see what it's going to look like. And you know what? It feels so good finally finishing this place off, because there's been so many things in my lovely world that I've been wanting to do for ages, but just haven't got round to doing it. Basically because I've been lazy, or just putting it off, or just thought it was too big of a project. So the farm factory was one of them. That has been something that I've been wanting to do for absolutely ages, and now I've done that. I can tick that off my list, and that has made me very, very happy. And then, of course, oh, is this sneaky little bit hiding down there? Oh, is this supposed to be oh, I've got, oh no, is this wrong? Oh no, okay, this is supposed to be there like that. Okay, I was panicking that I got the circle wrong then. There was just like a block hiding under the snow. But yeah, the farm factory is one of them, and then this is something that I've been planning to do. I didn't know exactly what, but just something like this to this area for ages. And now that I'm actually finally just about to get it done, it just feels absolutely amazing to be actually able to do that. So, right then, let me, as I said, just show you kind of how these benches are going to be. I won't spend ages doing like absolutely all of them now. Let me just kind of show you. So, first things first, the way we're going to do the bins is with cauldrons and then trapdoors as well, I think is a good way to do it. You just need to make sure that you have like somewhere to like place it on, I guess. Like I couldn't do it here, for example. I'd have to do it here, so I can do it like that. But that makes a pretty nice bin. This bit is a little bit weird. Didn't mean to add that on, but yeah, you get the idea. And benches. I mean, I don't know. I don't need to show you how to make a bench inside of Minecraft. I'm gonna do it the most standard and traditional of a design of a bench that you could possibly think of. Basically, I'm gonna use stairs and ladders. That is going to, yeah, that's not gonna be blowing anyone's minds for how I'm going to be doing that. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go along here. And then I guess I can go like that there and put the signs on the end like that. I always do oak ones just because at the moment, at least, signs can only be oak, and so it doesn't really fit in if you use anything else. So it is a little bit limiting in that way, but you know what? Oak ones look absolutely fine. So basically, we'll just go around and do this all the way around the outsides. There'd be a bunch of benches and bins all over the place. But anyway, it looks like Fizzy has got the rest of the ground filled in. So you can stand up and you can join me, Fluffy. And let's go upstairs. So I think it's still going to be nighttime, and I think it might end up looking nicer at nighttime than it will in the day. So let me try and be as fast as I can. If you haven't seen my Sky High restaurant before, this is it. Basically, there's a restaurant well, the restaurant's at the top, but the kitchen is down there, and you cook the food, and then you send it up this tube up to the restaurant, and so you can eat your food at the top of the restaurant and just admire the view. Of course, we're not going up to eat any food today. We just want to have the best view to look down, and I guess, oh, I kind of went up the wrong ladder. I can kind of see it from here. Oh, there we go. You can see a little bit of my fancy circle down there, but not very much of it. So let's see how good of a view we can actually get from here. You can kind of, if I peek through there, you can kind of see it. And Fizzy is there enjoying his 35 seconds, did I say, of riding his boat? You can ride your boat as much as you want, Fizzy. I think, this might be a better view here, just kind of looking through the floor. I would just break away some of the windows for now and replace them, but I don't really want to do that with Fluffy up here. Tell you what I can do, if I drop down here, there we go. There's a good view as I go and fall down. I think it looks really nice. I'm really happy with how this park has ended up. So what I think I'm going to do is I think in the next episode, I want to have like some sort of grand opening for like this area. I don't even know exactly what that is. Maybe like a small fair or something. I definitely just want to bring all of my dogs down in here and just like introduce them to this area. And then of course, in between these episodes, I can go and kind of finish off all of these little kind of finer details that we need to add in. Basically just the benches and bins, so it is completely ready. And probably adding 1 or 2 torches around the area. No, there's a bit of a gap down here. I'm glad I came over here so we didn't miss it. There we go. We can go and put that down so the grass will start spreading. But yeah, apart from that, that is the end of this episode here. I want to say a huge thank you to Fizzy for helping me out and for doing such fantastic boat riding in the middle of the park to demonstrate how much fun it is to ride your boat here. And of course, a very big thank you to you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!